This is Bob with Film the Police, and I'm back, and I wanted to discuss with you about this new city ordinance. A lot of people think, yeah, so what? It's just a city ordinance. What the city ordinance does is it is the city goes around in their little cars and they look. They don't go into the buildings and inspect, and they decide what buildings are safe in an earthquake and what buildings are not safe in an earthquake. The ones that are deemed not safe in an earthquake, they're putting on a list at City Hall, and people that are trying to get loans, people are trying to get money for different things and stuff like that, are denied because the city says the building's unsafe. Okay, now here's the deal. They're not just saying the building's unsafe and making it hard to sell or get loans or anything like that. They're also making people sign so that the city can put a lien on the building. Okay, now this I think is really messed up. The city should have no authority to force someone to sign a paper. And talking to the people down there, my understanding is that people be looking at possibly losing properties and also evictions. That decide they don't want to allow the city to put a lien on their property. This is under extreme duress. People don't want that. It would affect more than 30% of the city of Portland's music scene. That would be almost gone. And what it would do is it would lower the prices of land so that the developers can come in, buy the land really cheap and the buildings really cheap, tear them down, build high rises, and just basically Portland has a reputation of having you know old time houses and stuff like that. They care about their history and their past, and what this would do is it would just basically destroy that, and developers would be coming in big time. They're doing it with businesses and some residences, but you can almost guarantee they're going to hit all the other residents the same way. When developers say, well, we need more property to develop, they'll be hitting more properties with these liens and forcing people to sell their properties really cheap so these developers can come in and make big bucks. One of the guys I was talking to was talking about a developer that bought a building in downtown. Now he's talking about selling his buildings in San Francisco so he can buy more buildings up here because they're going to be really cheap. This is really, really sad when you got a situation where Oregonians are being forced out because a lot of times the rents getting way up there like California levels, and when you have Oregon rent or when you got Oregon wages, it just doesn't work out. People that are paying rent are paying 50 to 60% of their check is going toward rent and stuff like that, and it's just getting really bad up here. I mean, really, really bad. The city's coming out with all kinds of crazy stuff. They passed an ordinance allowing the Lloyd District to pay for their own DA. Now, no part of any city or any area should have their own DA. And also, they're going to pay for 3 police officers. And yeah, even thinking about them buying that DA, buying a DA and police officers make me almost want to puke. Um, what that's going to do is that's going to put the Lloyd District people in a where the owners of the properties and the business owners will have a lot more power in the DA's office to file certain charges and not file certain charges. Um, and as Americans, we can't have this. This is not right. You don't give anyone special privileges. And the people that are in the Lloyd district that own land and the businesses and stuff are really getting to the point where they can basically buy a DA, and that DA will prosecute just the cases over there. And like I said, that is really sad. I mean, you're gonna let uh, dude that committed a robbery and stuff like that go because they don't have enough because they got a DA that's prosecuting petty thefts in Lloyd Center. That is ridiculous. And it'll be interesting to see what people have to say about that. This is Bob with Film the Police signing off.